The story of Parasocial, a new game by Chillus Arts, is one that I relate to so much. It's a story about how a content creator got exposed online and a fan took it too far and started stalking her. This became a scary incident to the content creator and it traumatized her. This left her feeling unable to trust anyone, and in the end, we get to see two outcomes based on how she handled the situation. Welcome fellow Outlooker to another video. This time, we'll take a look at Chillus Arts' newest game that explored the parasocial relationship of a content creator and an obsessed viewer. As always, this will contain spoilers for the game, and with that said, let's begin. The game starts with a woman waking up from her sleep. This is Nina, an up-and-coming streamer who streams as a VTuber on a streaming platform. One evening after she had her dinner, she started streaming the game Akamanto, which is another game made by the same developer of this game. The game is notoriously hard and as expected, she died afterward. To which a user who goes by the name I Love Senra Nina, which is her VTuber name, replied, linking her a game that looked like a fan game for her. The game itself is pretty simple. Nina must guide the game character by escaping the room with a code to open the locked door scattered throughout the entire room. Once open, the game clear screen prompt up. Nina rejoiced for being able to complete it, but the celebration was cut short when she saw the chat moves extremely fast. Everyone mentioning about her unexpected face reveal. Confused, Nina looked at her other screen and sure enough, her real self is exposed to her audience. This horrifies Nina and she ended the stream. You could say at this point her VTubing career should be over, but she had other things to worry about when she received a text message from an unknown contact. This person is the one with the handle name I Love Senra Nina, and he threatened to do more nefarious things to her if she didn't continue playing his game. Nina, obviously feeling scared, blocked the contact and called her best friend Asuka to tell her what happened. She told her to lock her door and will meet up with her tomorrow as she can't make it today because she's busy with work. Not long after that, the door rang. Nina looked through the peephole and saw a man sitting outside her door. The man then showed a letter with a creepy message that said, "I'm always watching over you." This obviously freaked her out and she spent her entire night cleaning her PC with an antivirus software. Around 10 AM the next day, Nina woke up just in time to take out the trash. Once the task is done, she waited for Asuka to arrive where they go out for a drink and discuss her problem. Spending time with Asuka helped Nina forget the incident that happened last night, but just as she is about to have a fun time, a weird guy came up to her and took a picture of her before leaving. Nina was horrified and told Asuka to look, but by the time she turned around, the man had already left. That night, Nina decided to continue the game again despite Asuka's warning. This time, the game setting changes. Now the game character have to rescue a woman while avoiding the policeman. Nina successfully cleared the game and ended the stream. She decided to take a bath before going to bed. While she was in the bathtub, the door opened by itself. This freaked out Nina, who got out immediately. As expected, Nina couldn't sleep because of this incident. She called out the building manager to ask them about her room's history and whether it is a stigmatized property or not. The manager politely informed her that it was not the case. Relieved by this, Nina carried on her days and continues streaming the game. This time the place changes again, but the mechanic stays the same. Rescue the girl, avoid the police, and clear the stage. After clearing the stage and ending the stream, Nina decided to get something to eat. However, since the fridge is empty, there is nothing to eat. There's two options here. Either she can walk to the convenience store or she can order something. The preferred answer was going to the convenience store. However, if Nina called the Uber Eats, she will get more creepy dialogue from the delivery guy, saying that he knows her and her incident. Nina then asked for her food, but the guy just left her. Arriving at the convenience store, Nina decided to take a lot of food and snacks. As she was paying her food, a mysterious man runs up to her. Turns out it was her ex-boyfriend Rikuya, whom she blocked. He told her to be careful of her friend Asuka as he got evidence of her talking to the stalker. Before he could show it to her, the store owner stopped him, allowing Nina to hurriedly walk out of the place. While walking back home, a mysterious man followed her. She fastened her pace, but just as she thought she was safe, the man appeared out from a room and held out his hand. It seems this person was the stalker and he found her home. Nina texted Asuka immediately and informed her what happened. Asuka advised her to go to the police the next day and inform them about this situation. However, Nina still didn't feel convinced yet, so he decided to unblock her ex to see what evidence he had. Turns out it's a picture of Asuka seemingly interacting with the stalker. Confused on what's happening and who to believe, Nina blocked Asuka. Nina was feeling lost. She didn't know what to do, but just as things couldn't get worse, the stalker breaks into her house through the balcony and now she must survive. Carefully moving around, she found a screwdriver and managed to stab the stalker. Wasting no time after that, she rushed out through the door only to be met with Asuka, who stabbed her to death. Thankfully, everything was just a dream and she woke up feeling tired. Nina makes her way downstairs to the police box. As she was about to enter the place, a policeman came up and talked to her. He suggested they go to the park to talk there instead. Reluctantly, Nina agrees. She discussed her problem and the policeman gave his number. With the police informed, Nina went back home, but she still felt uncertain and scared. She decided to unblock Asuka, as even though she lost her trust in her, she's the only one who she can rely on right now. Asuka came immediately to keep Nina company while she streamed, and during this stream when Nina tries to finish yesterday's game, which now looks oddly familiar like her neighborhood, Asuka decided to go out and buy fruit for them, promising to return as soon as possible. This turns out to be the worst mistake ever. There are only two endings to this game, with both having a really interesting plot twist. Let's start with the bad ending. Feeling scared because the stalker is now coming at her place, Nina called the police from before. Minutes later, the stalker texted her and gave her 1 minute to prepare, and in that 1 minute, Nina has to hide and arm herself until help arrive. But even if she hid well, the stalker finds her and almost did something horrible to her had the police not arrived and stopped the man. Rikia was seen holding a knife, possibly trying to free Nina. The ending of this, we saw Nina dating Rikia again and they are at the cafe. Asuka showed up soon after to say her sorry and show her the truth. Turns out Rikia was the mastermind to all of this. He's the one who paid the stalker to stop Asuka and frame her for being a bad person. The game ended with a bad ending. For the good ending, instead of calling the police or anyone else, Nina called Asuka and surprisingly she found her phone ringing from the room next door. Entering the room, we can discover hidden cameras placed inside her house and photos of her scattered on the wall. This is clearly the stalker's house. We then found Asuka in the bathtub, bound and gagged. Asuka, confused as to what happened, told Nina to go to the police box and inform them about this situation. Nina then moved slowly back into her house as her home is now invaded by the stalker. Once outside, she ran as fast as she can. Several characters like the building manager and the policeman we met before tried to stop her and offer help, but refusing this offer is the only way to get the true ending, as it was revealed that not only Rikia was behind all of this, but the people we met were someone close to him, the policeman being his younger brother and the building manager being her mother. In the end, all four of them are arrested and Nina enjoys the hot food made by Asuka, just like how it started. I think this is Chillus Art's second most scariest game ever, the first one being the closing shift, and both of these games involve stalkers. I always stand by this idea that the real people are much more scarier than ghosts. The idea of being stalked and not knowing what's gonna happen next terrifies me more than ghosts or demons. At least for ghosts and demons, you can call a priest or move out, but real people? They're terrifying. Anyway, I'll leave the video here as there is no point in making it longer than it should be. See you again in the next video.